Yeah, as suspected, the steering rack will not move. It is that new that I can't turn it at all, so I can't adjust the tracking. So the only way around it is to get a large nut and slide it over the steering rack and weld it in place, and that will give me adjustment. Sounds good. Right, welding's finished. So we put it back together, the wheels are back on, you can see behind me, we put the tracking gauges on, and straight away you can see that we haven't put it back in the same place as it was before. We did adjust the driver's side, which is the right side when you're in this country. There's a joke in there somewhere. And you can see that that one is towing in too far now, it was towing out. And then this one, we're just looking at the line that the gauges make, that's towing in as well. And when you do the gauge, what you do is you swing, you turn, I can't do it with one hand, but you turn the laser on there and then you swing it and it will reflect off the mirror over there and then bounce back onto this gauge here, and you aim to get it in the middle. And by turning this, it moves the laser pointer as it bounces back. And at the moment, at maximum off the gauge in, it's still over here. So it's telling you, it's confirming what we can see with our eyes, that the tracking is towing in by probably 4 degrees or something. So we're going to get underneath and hopefully be able to adjust it now. We're going to turn this one out more than the far side and then check it again. There you go, that proves it works. Just gives you the leverage on the steering rack to be able to turn it, and then do the same again on the opposite side, Christopher, but just once, half as much.
What, going?
Yeah, you want to screw it out, yeah. Right, that's us out of time for today. We did some adjustments then, I've checked it again, and when you look at it, that side is still towing in slightly, and that side is definitely towing in, you can see it with your naked eye. And on the gauges it's about 3 degrees tow in now, so we're probably not far off half it with the adjustments we've made so far. So we're going to have to just call it a day and then come back tomorrow and do some more on it and hopefully get it done. Right, progress report then. We've set the tracking so it's pretty much parallel at the moment. We're checking the camber, and the camber on this side we've adjusted out so it's -1 degree, -1 degree, and this one's going to get adjusted now and swung out a fair bit because it's positive. So a few turns on the adjuster and then we'll check it again, and then once we've got the tracking set right, or more or less right, and the camber where we want it, then we're going to go and check the castor and see how that's working. And as soon as we start adjusting the castor, it'll affect the tracking and the camber as well. But we want to get them all there or thereabouts in the right ballpark, one at a time, before we start adjusting things, and just see how we go from there.
You just need a straight cat now.
So that's reading.
About half a degree negative.
And how many turns was that?
3.
2?
3.
3.
Another turn.
So that wasn't a million miles off, but it just needs a bit more tweaking. Right, so it's adjusting that side, and then we're going to lower it back down again, run the car backwards and forwards to sort of like releases the pressure on the tyres, and then check it and see what it's like. Forward, back, and then forward to the pointer. Okay. It's nearer 1 degree.
That's another half a turn.
Yeah. I would agree. But mind you, we were going to aim for 3/4, but if we get them both the same, it'll, yeah.
Another half a turn.
Right, back up we go again. I'll do it this time. The lift's doing some mileage up and down at the moment. Yeah. Tiny little bit. Hold on, I should get some footage of you adjusting it.
What did it say, half a turn?
Half a turn, he said.
She's going to be tricky to... Damn, because I mean from the markers away from the... That part there. Half a turn.
Okay. Right, so that's it. Adjust it again, and we'll see what it's like.
Fucking dear me.
Is that like a technical evaluation? Fucking do me, lad. Yeah, I would agree, 1 degree negative. Cool, so that's it. Set, camber both sides is set 1 degree negative. Tracking is straight ahead at the moment. So next, put the turn plates on and check the caster and see how that's behaving. I have to read the instructions because I can't remember how to do it. To read caster, first turn the wheels 20 degrees out so the front of the tyre is farthest from the car. Blah, blah, blah. Out. So undo the pins and then
It's going to be out whichever way I turn it.
No, it won't. Undo your pins and then you turn that wheel. So we're going to start on that one. So you turn it out so it reads 20 degrees on the gauge. Turn the knurled knob on the centre until the caster part of the gauge reads 0. Where's the caster gauge? Right, I've read the instructions, and the way you do it is you turn the wheel 20 degrees out and then you put the caster gauge, you probably won't see this, up against it, and then centre it out, 0 it, then you turn the wheel 20 degrees the opposite way from straight ahead, so that's a total of 40 degrees, and then you read off what the gauge says again. And we'll see what it says. Right, so 20 degrees out. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Whoa, a little bit more. Whoa, tiny bit back in. Whoa, that's it, it's 20. So, put it up against the wheel. make sure it's all level, then set the gauge to 0 by turning the knob. Okay, see caster gauge in the middle. Right, turn it 20 degrees, or 40 degrees in total, but 20 degrees in. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 15, 18, 19. Oof, it's hard to tell, but I think that's 20. Because as it swings out, it's hard to read the gauge. So, that's reading 2.5. And I think somewhere between like 3.5 to 4 is standard. I think we have it set at 4 normally, according to the thing on the gate on the whiteboard. Well, I don't know. So which way do we need to do it?
What do you say? This has got to be 20.
Yeah,
Could go a touch further.
it's hard to tell.
Touch.
You reckon it'll touch further? Leave it at that.
20. It's in the middle of the 2 and the 0.
We'll have to start. 2.5 degrees. Yeah. So to get more caster, I think you have to bring the bottom of the wheel that way. So that means shortening the tie rod. We'll do to the other side. We'll go back to the centre and do. Well, actually, far side might not be a million miles off now for 20 degrees. Okay, bring it back. No, it doesn't quite work like that. So back that way, 4 degrees. No, go on. Bit more. 1 degree more. Tiny bit more. Whoa. Tiny fraction back towards me. Where that'll do. We'll see where we're at. Put it that way. Get it level. Set it to 0. Okay, turn it in. Get it going. That's 5, that's 10, 15, 16, 18, 18 and a half, 19. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'd be happy with that at 20. So read it again. So this one's, I don't know, 4.1-ish. Aiming for 4. Right, enough filming for the moment. We've got some adjustments to do on that side and a tiny little bit on this side, so we'll have to work out how we need to adjust the tie bars. I think we need to shorten that one and lengthen that one a tiny bit, but first things first, brew time. Right, so ends another afternoon in the mini performance workshops. That caster change has really been a pain in the arse. The problem is that the tie rods aren't adjustable on the car and you've got to keep undoing them. And obviously as soon as you undo a tie rod, the whole hub tries to move and it's just a frigging nightmare. So the answer would be on-car adjustable tie rods, which is possible on a normal mini subframe because they're easily available. But on this Allspeed frame, it's not. So major pain in the ass. And we're going to be back again tomorrow to try and get it resolved. But it's, yeah, major pain in the ass and it's time to go home. So that's it for today. Back again tomorrow. Right, welcome back. Another evening, it almost is now. We've been here all afternoon, so this is the third session that we've had on it, and we are done for now. A lot of adjustment needed on the camber and the castor to get it all within the range we wanted, and then it's just a case of fine-tuning it down, adjustment at a time. And like I keep saying, one adjustment adjusts the other, so you keep checking backwards and forwards. So the last thing we've done is we've checked the tracking, and we've got it set with a tiny little bit of toe out. Next thing will be to drive the car for a while and let everything settle. And what we're looking for on the tracking gauge is that laser point to bounce back from the mirror. You can see over there to there, and then you read it off on the gauges. And then as you turn that, I can't do it with just one hand, but as you turn that, it moves the laser pointer about on this return screen as it bounces back, and that, when it's in the middle, you take the reading here, and that gives you what it's set at. We used the string as well to run along the side of the car, just to make sure we were adjusting the correct wheel, because one wheel was more out of kilter than the other. So by running the string along the side of the car, it gave you an indication as to which wheel was almost in the right place and which one was miles out. So we knew that we needed to alter this one more than the far side. But that's it, done for now. So as I said, it'll be some road miles, let everything settle, and then see how it performs as well, because we've set everything back to how it was last time, even though those settings might be in some people's opinion incorrect. But at least then we've got a comparison with having changed the diff and stuff. So yeah, that'll be it. Like, comment, subscribe, all the usual jazz. I'll see you on the next one, and I have no idea at all what that'll be. If you ever wondered why we're always wearing a woolly hat and high-vis clothes and lots of layers, yeah, that's the shortcut version. There we go, there's the temperature. It's about 4 degrees, I think. Yeah, 4 degrees Celsius for those that measure stuff proper.